Hey guys, this is Turgo Live here. Today I decided to make a video on the top 5 weapons in Apex Legends that I feel, these are again my personal preference and my personal opinion. Gotta preface this video with that, but I've tested out all the weapons here so far in this season, and I feel that these weapons would be some of the best, at least to get in your arsenal, and a couple that, you know, have seen do some serious damage. Of course, this is all exceeding where this is not anything out of the drop. Of course, you got to think about that. Anything out of the drop is going to be definitely OP. But with that being said, let's definitely hop into the video. One thing, of course, I do want to mention, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this video what your perspectives and what weapons you think are really good so far this season, because I'm always down and always ready to hear your opinions on the season so far. As another mention, guys, I am a Twitch streamer. That is the footage that you are going to be seeing in this video, of course, and just definitely go over to my Twitch if you ever want to chill, you want to play some games, have any questions in regards to the weapons out there. But without further ado, let's hop into the first weapon that I do want to mention that has been very clutch in close range has been the Mastiff. Of course, the Mastiff does have a good spread rate when you do fire that weapon, and it's always good to have in your arsenal if you're in close-up battles. It's a really fun weapon to play around with. Of course, this weapon was in the care package at one point, and then at that point, it was definitely OP. But with this being said, you know, the Mastiff has really good rate of fire, and it does some serious damage if you're up close. And I really feel like it's, you know, if you do find it, I always pick it up to make sure I do have moving on my target. And I think they nerfed it a little bit, but with that being said, I still feel like it's still a good, reasonable weapon to have close range, definitely as a shotgun, definitely over the EVA A, moving forward with that weapon there. All right, so number 2 in the list is going to be the Volt. The rate of fire tied to this gun is absolutely incredible, and it really just melts your opponent. The Volt first actually appeared in Season 6 in August, and ever since then, it has been a great go-to weapon for close to mid-range combat. It's really a good match to people that have an R99 and other close-range weapons, as this is a better weapon compared to the Havoc, as it has been nerfed. This was initially introduced in Titanfall 2 with the Volt. It's just such a great weapon all the way around. Next up is the Longbow, and as you can tell, I am taking a gun from each category that I do feel would definitely be good to pick up. The Longbow is actually a really great sniper for its consistent rate of fire and the damage it does at a distance. Now, of course, they brought back the Skull Piercer for this season here, and so that definitely makes it a great sniper for clearing those headshots. The Sentinel as well as the Triple Take are good other options, but I just feel that since the Longbow does have the Skull Piercer back, that this just trumps those snipers just because of how much damage that it can output. Now the Sentinel, of course, you can still charge it with shield cells as well as shield batteries, but by far the Longbow is still definitely going to be taking the cake here in regards to the snipers for that. Now moving on over to the assault rifles. Of course, the Hemlock for a long time was my go-to. It still does pretty good damage, but the R301 has really taken the cake lately just because this new season the Hemlock has been nerfed, and with that being said, the next runner-up is the R301, as it does definitely have a great rate of fire and does do good damage at mid-range to close range. Also, once you get that purple extended light mag, it'll melt people along, you know, with the Volt in your secondary slot. Of course, also having that R99, it helps out a lot, but again, the R301 is a good mid-range for this category. There's not really much. I mean, you can also compare it to the G7 Scout, but the G7 is just a single fire, more so for the mid-range to long range. All right, guys, last but not least, I just want to touch base on the Spitfire as the LMG, topping off the 5 guns in this list. Now, I might get some flack on this, but compared to the Devotion, I have been able to have just consistent rate of fire with this weapon, and without any weird recoil that I have gotten on the Devotion. The Spitfire does, you know, about 18 to body and does double that to the head, and it definitely has a big clips. I mean, get the extended heavy mag, and you're up to about like 46 shots that you can fire on this. It's good for, just being able to lay down some cover fire. So I definitely feel that the Spitfire does take the cake. Hasn't really been seeing much nerfs at all, really, in the game. But in regards, I really do feel like the Spitfire does take the cake past the Devotion. Even though if you were to get the Devotion with like a turbocharger, that would be definitely comparable. But I still feel that the Spitfire has a consistent rate of shot and doesn't bounce around all weird like the Devotion does. But again, I do want to say thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my top 5 weapons for Season 7 here. Definitely look at the patch notes if you feel like there's something else that you're wanting to look at for damage and everything in that regard. The new season is great. I love the new map, and I hope to make definitely more videos like this in the future of top 5s as well as more things. Definitely make sure you, again, leave some comments in the below and like on your top 5 weapons that you would love if you were able to find them on the map. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have a good one. Take care, guys.